Hey, Shalom. All praise, glory, and honor go unto the Most High Power Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors on to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that do rule exceptionally well. I also want to say Shalom and salutations to mercy and blessings, Salakia, to you sincere brothers that's out there that push this word with truth and with faith. My name is Thabo Amata of Great Millstone Northwest, and real quick, I just want to get into this. I just finished the Apostle Gabar was just on. And then when I refreshed the page after he stopped his live stream, I noticed that they had this live stream for the House Armed Service Committee voting on General James Mattis for his waiver. All right, now earlier I found the article on RT that I'm gonna try to pull back up that speaks about this guy. Let me see right here. Okay, all right, speaks about him going to this committee, which they're doing a live stream of the committee. I don't got it planned because I don't want YouTube to pretty much cut it off. I guess I'll play it kind of in the background. I know YouTube usually gets on me about copyright and all that shit, you know. But here in RT on RT.com, there's an article called "Russia Terrorists and China Threaten World Order. U.S. Ready to Engage," says Mattis, right? And this was published today. Today's date is January the 12th of 2017. All right. And as you see, they're voting on it, or they're doing they're doing they're doing the vote at this very moment. All right. It's actually an hour or so in. It's probably still going. I'm not sure. Either way, let's get to this article just to show you brothers what's the whole big thing about this about him getting voted in. And again, the title is "Russia Terrorists and China Threaten the World Order, the U.S. Ready to Engage," says Mattis. Now the thing about this guy Mattis is the thing about this guy Mattis is that he's who Trump, President-elect Trump, who's going to take office in about 8 days. He's who he is nominating to be the head of the Department of Defense. Okay, and we're gonna read this article. It's not very long. We're gonna read it and see what it says. It says retired Marine General James Mattis, picked by President-elect Donald Trump to take over the Department of Defense, testified before the Senate of Armed Service Committee during defending NATO, that F-35, and continued confrontation with Russia. Okay, so we know that Trump, President-elect Trump, is he's on Russia. Him and Russia, he's trying to smooth things over with Russia. Meanwhile, if you got this guy coming about to get in, he's gonna be trying to. It's like these guys. This shit keeps popping up with fucking new shit. But this guy is actually with going to war with Russia, as it says. He's with going after Russia, the terrorists, and China. All right. That's why he said that the U.S. is ready to engage. Okay, and we know it's World War III is gonna happen. The scriptures speak about it. We know it's gonna happen, man. So it says, retired Marine General James Mattis, picked by President-elect Donald Trump to take over the Department of Defense, testified before the Senate Armed Service Committee defending NATO, the F-35, which is a jet, by the way, and continued confrontation with Russia. His appointment as Secretary of Defense requires a waiver from both the House and the Senate. So right now he's before the Senate. This live stream here is about him being before that committee. All right, which that committee is made up of senators, I believe. All right, it says he needs a waiver from both the House and the Senate due to a federal law that service members must wait 7 years after retiring from active duty before they can hold senior civilian defense positions. The committee voted in support of the waiver with 24 votes in favor and 3 opposed. So the Senate has already voted. Okay, it says in the Senate, the waiver bill easily received more than 60 votes required to pass on Thursday afternoon, all right, which is today. The final tally was 81 in favor and 17 opposed, with Hillary Clinton's running mate Tim Kaine a Democrat from Virginia, reportedly casting the 60th vote, the 60th yes vote. All right. It says Mattis was introduced by former Senator Sam Noon, a Democrat from Virginia, and William Cohen, a Democrat from Maine, who also served as defense secretary under Bill Clinton. The general's nickname of Mad Dog, a misnomer, Conan said it should have been Braveheart. He said, adding that Mattis is not only a courageous warrior but a scholar of military history with an extensive collection of books. Okay, so this guy is, he's a retired general from the Marines. Okay, so he's really into that war like tactic, and what he's talking about so far is that he's saying that America is prepped and ready to go ahead and attack Russia, China, and also any group that they deem terrorist. All right. It says our armed forces must remain the best led, best equipped, and most ready force in the world, Mattis told the lawmakers. We must also embrace our international alliances and security partnerships. History is clear. Nations with strong allies thrive and those without them waver. My watchwords will be sovereignty and security in providing for the protection of our people and the survival of our freedoms, Mattis said. The U.S. should not be turning to military power as an answer to all of its concern around the world, the retired Marine general added. Now, that's bullshit. He's a retired Marine general, okay? The Marines is already hands down the top of the of America's military. Out of the four branches that it have, the Marines is already their top and most well trained warrior personnel that they have. All right, and he was a Marine general. All right, and he was a pretty high general too. It says America has two fundamental powers. One is intimidation, Mattis said. Mattis told Senator Gray Peters, a Democrat from Michigan. The other power, which we have used less in the last 20 years, is the power of inspiration. All right, and he says right here is titled Russia and Other Enemies. It says chairman of the committee, Senator John McCain. All right, the Republican from Arizona. We know John McCain. It says questioned Mattis on his opinion on how much threat Russia represents. The world order is under biggest attack since World War II from Russia, terrorist groups, and China, and China's actions in the South China Sea. Mattis told McCain, agreeing with the bellicose senator that Russia is trying to break up NATO. So this guy who Trump has nominated to be the head of the DoD, or the Department of Defense, all right, which the Department of Defense plays a heavy role in all the military branches. It it pretty much heads the military branches. It heads everything that's defense. It heads the Homeland Security, everything, the National Guard, the Coast Guard, all of that shit that has to do with the defense of America and their military. The DoD has their hand far into that pot. All right, so he's going to be the head of all that, and he's speaking already as he wants to take action against Russia and China, which is, we know that's going to be it's going to be World War III, which is ultimately going to end in the destruction of America. Barakatah Bashim Yahushai. All right, and we got some scriptures that's going to prove that. Okay, and we'll get into that after we go through a little bit more of this article, because there's not much left. Actually, it seems like it is a little. They added more onto it than when I first read this article this morning. But we'll get through this part right here about Russia. It says so right here he says, this is his quotes, I'm all for engagement with Russia, but we also have to recognize the reality of what Russia is up to, Mattis told Senator Jack Reed, a Democrat from Rhode Island. Senator Martin Hendrick, a Democrat from New Mexico, questioned if Mattis would stand up to other generals, citing the Cuban Missile Crisis and bringing up the general's moniker of Mad Dog. That nickname was given to me by the press, Mattis said, adding his approach would be peace through strength, established by the first U.S. President George Washington and often invoked by Trump. All right, so we know that that's all bullshit. We know that this guy is going to help push that agenda of the third world woe, which is going to come about, which is speaking about in Revelations. Now, real quick, I'm going to jump over here to Isaiah. All right, Isaiah, the 13th chapter. I'm going to start here at the first verse and I'm going to jump down. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. All right, so we know that this is speaking about Babylon. And when the scriptures is speaking about Babylon, especially in this sense, especially in the book of Isaiah and things like that, it's not speaking about the old Babylon that was. This is speaking about America. Okay, and this is I'm gonna jump down here to verse 13. All right, because ultimately America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction, man. Because as saith the scriptures, Isaiah 13:13, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, in the day of his fierce anger. Okay, and that's what's coming, man. You know, that's really what's coming about. We should read this other scripture I've got pulled up here in Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, and there's a couple of different chapters that speak on this, but I like this chapter here, verse 50. I'm gonna start at verse 13. It says, because of the wrath of the Lord it shall not be inhabited. And again, this is speaking about America. Okay, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues. Now this isn't speaking about old Babylon. Old Babylon is still inhabited. All right, that's the land of Iraq nowadays, is what it's called. All right, that was the old Babylon. This is speaking about America after America gets destroyed with thermonuclear destruction. It's not going to be inhabited anymore, man. All right, that's the plagues that's going to be about it, man. This place is going to burn for a long time, man. All right, it says, put yourselves in battle array against Babylon. And this is, you know, pretty much that's what's about to happen. And this guy is going to help push that agenda. This guy that they are voting on right now, this guy James Mattis, he's going to be the one to help push that agenda, with everyone actually putting themselves in array against Babylon. Because what is he saying? He's saying that Russia and China are a threat to the world order, along with any of the terrorist groups, which they are pretty much labeling any of the Islamic countries. They're saying that they have terrorists within them. So pretty much they're casting war on any, you know what I'm saying, they're trying to justify themselves to go and raid any Middle Eastern country that they can say have terrorists in them, you know. All right, and it says the U.S. is ready to engage them. All right, so under Trump, this is what's going to happen. That's why we know that Trump is about to help kick off this third world war, man. All right, so it says put yourself in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord, man. And we know that this place is this place is full of wickedness. This place, America. All right. And when it's talking about that bow, that's speaking about that thermal, the ICBM missiles, those intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay. But I don't want to really make this long. You know, I just wanted to kind of point this out, that I've noticed that they are voting on this guy getting into being the head of the DoD, and if he gets in to being the head of the DoD, he's gonna come trying to push the shit, man. So Lord willing, they pass this dude and let this nigga get in there. From what everything this is saying, he already passed the Senate. I'm not sure about the House. All right, but they are voting on this guy to get in. Lord willing, he gets in and he gets this world popping, so we can get the hell out of here, man. We can receive that salvation, you know. So once again, all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High Power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles and unto the elders of Great Millstone that do rule exceptionally well. I also want to say shalom, salutations, mercy, and blessings to you sincere brothers that's out there that push this word with truth and with sincerity. All right, continue to watch, because things are moving in the pieces are being moved into play, man. That's why this is rightfully coined the year of death, destruction, and of diligence. All right, so until next time, I would like to say shalom.